for Arts and Culture on the sidelines of the Umuofia Arts and Book Festival unveiled an anthology of stories inspired by Enugu titled Harmattan on Rolling Hills at the ICC, Enugu. In his welcome remarks, the Executive Secretary of the Enugu State Council for Arts and Culture, Mr. Lawrence Ani, highlighted the reason and modalities behind the book project.
Harmattan on Rolling Hills was born out of the quest, the need, to revive what I consider the whaling culture, the whaling literary tradition, for which Enugu was long noted for, and then I discovered, which I'm sure everyone else will acknowledge, that one of the greatest challenge, of our craft, the literary arts, is particularly for the young generation, is the inability to find publishing platform. We have lots of creative persons, young, energetic writers whose works we tried to capture in this anthology. So the idea was to revive that culture, create a platform. So last year we started out, we launched this anthology, launched an entry, and then many persons and many writers, young writers, sent in their contributions, their stories, which was anchored, of course, curated by Ms. Onwutiwe. She will be speaking a lot about the process that led to the anthology we will be unveiling shortly. So let me summarize by also saying that, the governor, our boss, one of his vision is that he wants to make Enugu the destination for culture, tourism, for living, and of course everyone knows about investment and business.
In his review of the book, journalist and CEO Udala Tree Concept, James Ngwu Eze, enumerated the thrills of the anthropology, hyping Enugu's sublime terrain.
The title of the book in itself evokes a familiar experience. It is a brilliant attempt to capture a most subliminal aspect of life in Enugu, where the silent dialogue between geography and the elements calibrate life with nuance. The collection presents Enugu to us in 5 distinct parts, namely foundations, rupture and resilience, arrivals, reckoning with the real, and the landscape peaks. Each part is not just a tribute to Enugu's immensity, but an archway ushering the curious reader into the city's journey of becoming. So, in the opening story, titled The Valley of Eva, a classic old building, Vincent Osanimalo welcomes the reader to the collection in a voice that whispers Enugu's history through the eaves of time.
The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dame Ugochi Madweke, commended Lawrence Ani for putting together a blockbuster anthropology.
We all are Igbos. We know the meaning of Harmattan, Ogoro. So you can imagine Ogoro on a rolling hill, Garden. But that is what the transformation that His Excellency the Governor has brought to Enugu. It is unimaginable. It is amazing. And on that note, I've come here today with my brothers and my sisters and my colleagues to unveil this book. This is not just a book. It is a testament of the good works of His Excellency the Governor. It is about our culture. It is about our stories. And like I will always say, nobody, I repeat, nobody can tell your story better than you.
The editor of the anthology, Adachuku Onwudiwe, explained the section process for the book and called for greater participation in the next collection.
One of my reasons for accepting this role is because I have the dream of Enugu State becoming a UNESCO City of Literature one day, hopefully soon. And projects like this makes it feasible, makes it possible for it to happen. So thank you once again to Mr. Lawrence, thank you to your team, thank you to everyone who was involved, thank you to the contributors. We have one of the contributors here, Chidera Fakawa. Others couldn't make it because of the time, but they'll be here in Enugu to celebrate with us. So for the process of making this book, when Mr. Lawrence reached out for this book, one of the things he was very clear about is that this book wasn't going to be a book about, celebrating just, the governor. It was also going to be a blind devotion to the state. It was going to be a book about making a living memory in people's consciousness. So it became, it wasn't going to be enough narrative non-fiction, because if it were, it would have been easier, to be honest, to just write about your experience and everything they knew. But he wanted fiction for people to reimagine, their lived experiences in a fiction and share with the world. And I believe that that's what the contributors have been able to do.
A cross-section of Ataku Akebe Ugwu Autonomous Community in